Hello everyone, this is Megneous here, and in the background we have PixelJunk Eden. Since I just used PixelJunk Eden to be the background for the new news playlist, I thought that maybe we should start off with this and start a new Let's Play on PixelJunk Eden. A couple of things to say about this game before we get started. I remember seeing this game on, I believe, the PS3? Maybe PS2, I can't really remember very well, but probably PS3 3 years ago. Something like that, back when I was still in university 2 or 3 years ago, and I thought it looked pretty cool, but there was really no way for me to play it back then because I was an Xbox and PC gamer. But now this is on Steam. I'll put a link to the Steam page, the Steam store, down in the description. But the first thing you notice about this game is that it's very artistic and it has sort of an ambient music going on in the background. I remember when this game came out there was sort of a push towards artistic indie games. I remember games like PixelJunk Eden, Flow, Flower, and sort of artsy games were coming out a lot then, and I was definitely interested in those games. I played a lot of Flow, and this was something that I wanted to get started playing in. So now I actually got the chance to get it. I think it was like $2 since it's in the Steam sale right now. So I'm just gonna play around with this for a little bit, show you guys, and get the hang of it, and then we can go through here and start a Let's Play. You can see here that the first garden already has one of these completed. I tried to uninstall my game and reinstall so I could show you guys from the very beginning, because I did in fact complete one of the portions of this game just to test out fraps and get to know the controls and things like that. Unfortunately I can't show that for you again, but just to let you guys know about the controls. You can fly around with what, I'm not really sure what this is. It looks sort of like a turnip or a rabbit, maybe a spore or pollen, or I have no idea what this thing is actually. But it's really cute and it makes these little sounds when it hops around. You move around by either right-clicking with the mouse and you jump towards where your cursor is, and if you hold the cursor you can continue flying higher or further. You can also use... yeah, you can... oh my gosh, what am I doing? You can also use the A and D keys to do various things, but I'm not really sure. Let's see. Ah, okay, good. So when you right-click your mouse, what you're doing is moving. You can jump around and jump back, and that's the D key on your keyboard. The A key, on the other hand, is the left click on your mouse, which when you're on the ground does nothing special. It just jumps you just like the right mouse button. But when you're on something like this, using the right mouse button will put out this sort of like a spider web looking thing, and you'll start to spin around. This isn't available to you when you first start the game. You actually have to go into the second garden to get this, so you will not start off the game with this, but eventually you'll get it. And as you can see, you fly off after you spin around a few times. But I think that's enough explanation of the mechanics of moving. Let's go into the first garden and I'll explain some other stuff. So you start off in the first garden, and there are a couple of things to explain as soon as you pop in. So as you can see, there are these plants growing in the background. They're not actually the background, you can land on those. But these continue to grow and move around in your environment, and you can jump on them. And this is great because these... oh gosh. Okay, let me stop moving. This is too much. As I fall to my doom. Can't really show you guys anything if I keep falling. Let me get up here. Okay. This is a good place to explain things. So, these sorts of plants here will continue growing around, and you can make some grow yourself by going towards these sort of nodes that need to fill up with pollen. I believe these are pollen, and when you knock into them, you knock the pollen out, and they go and they fill these nodes, like this one right here. If you watch, you can see that this pollen is going to go into this node, and it fills it up. Once this node is full of pollen, what actually ends up happening is it sprouts, and after it sprouts, you can run into it, and it will actually bloom, sprout into another plant, which you can use to go higher. A lot of this game, I believe, seems to be you just go higher and you try to find these. I forgot what these are called, but you find these things that look sort of like sprouting seeds, and I believe that completes the level. Down here at the bottom left-hand corner, you can see that something is going down. I think that's something akin to health. I'm not exactly sure yet, but you can fill that back up by getting these little things here. I'm not sure what these are called. I don't think the game ever told me that, but you can pick them up using the string, you can pick them up by running into them, and you can see that the bar fills back up. So, if nothing else, it's equivalent to health, probably, assuming I die if it ever runs out. I don't really want to find out. So I can show you what happens. As you can see, this plant, it sprouts and it grows, and you can use it to move around more. And the entire point of doing that is that you can get to other places and put out your strings and get some more pollen, get some more of these, eventually make your way to get these things. And so far, that's about all I know about this game. I didn't play it very much before I started showing you guys, but that's all I know so far. I got the string ability in the second garden. So I'm just going to hop around for a bit. I'm going to play, show you guys some pollen and some sprouting plants before I just grab that special piece down there and complete this garden. It'll probably take me back to the beginning garden, and then after that, we'll go down to somewhere else. Just filling in these nodes. This was a rather lackluster one actually, it's quite small, it's sort of depressing. Yeah. Oh. The string also, you can use the string. As you can see, I'm really racking up points by doing this. The string is very useful for doing things like that. The music in this game is quite interesting. It's very ambient. I like that feeling. Many indie games have this very relaxing feeling as opposed to the very stressful environment that I have in my other games, such as EVE Online and other games like that. I really appreciate that I can play games like this and just sort of relax, catch some pollen, grow some things. I'm unaware of what exact point the score plays. Down here in the bottom right you can see your score, but as far as I know that's just more of a bragging rights thing. I don't think it's really important for gameplay. I've never seen anything where it's very useful. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. Oh, I died. Wow. Well, saw it here first, folks. That was my first death. I had no idea that was possible. I learned a lot today. Let's see if I can get to another node without falling to my doom. Not exactly the best at this game, obviously. I have no idea what I'm doing. But... see if this one's... well, that was okay, I guess. There are various kinds of plants, such as these just wispy things, and then these with the leaves. I don't know so far because I've only played 2 gardens, but I really hope there are more abilities in future levels, because I want more things to be able to do than just the string. It's very interesting hopping around and listening to the music and breaking open pollen nodes, but considering I've only been playing for a couple of minutes now and I've basically showed you everything that I know about the game so far, this is clearly a game for casual gamers. You can just jump right in. It's not very complex, you don't have to deal with stats or anything like that. I'm sure that if I were much better I could show you some amazing acrobatics, but unfortunately I'm not really able to do things like that. At least not yet. Is this going to keep growing? Yes, yes it is. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I'm unaware exactly of what the overarching point... so many points. Oh, delicious. Oh, when you get a lot of points sometimes you can... come back. you get like bonus multipliers and you can get a little string of health that just pops up. I'm sure that there are wonderful ways to play this game and make tons of points, but I'm just not that great at it. But since I've shown you everything that I know about the game so far, next time I run across that icon to grab and beat the game, not beat the game, but finish this level for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab it, since I'm sure you guys don't have an unending amount of understanding for me playing this game in such a boring way. But let's see, where did it go? I think it went up here. Ah, there it is. So you can see what happens when I grab this. These are very unique looking icons. And then you clear the level. It fills another little thing on the garden and the main garden area. Pollen, score, da-da-da. Spectra? Ah, Spectra, that's what they're called. So yeah, I just got a new Spectra and I've gained 2 out of 75 so far. 75 in the entire game. I need one more to open up the next garden, so hopefully the new gardens will be more interesting, but as you can see there are 5 Spectra in this garden and I've gotten 2 so far. Now that I've gotten 1 Spectra, I'm going to go ahead and stop this game and I'm going to start a new video, but at least I'm going to test that out, see how that goes. I'm not really sure if it's going to be too short or too long, but I would like to keep 1 Spectra to 1 video, something like that. Something easy I can do and just pop out a video if I'm short on time, something like that. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. It's just my first actual Let's Play video that hasn't been recording my girlfriend play Limbo. So if you have any ideas, any comments, criticisms, advice, things like that, please let me know. Remember that the audio quality is only temporary. I am getting a new headset in 2 days. So hopefully that'll fix that problem. But if you have any other advice on details of gameplay or kinds of comments, things to stop me from saying so much, things like that, let me know. Leave it in the comments. Send me a YouTube message, contact me on Twitter, anything like that. All of that is okay. So for now, have a good day guys, and I'll see you later.